Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to ScrapMan, and today I've done something a little bit sneaky. Without telling anybody, I have infiltrated the workshop of a few people who I have seen on the channel before. Now, you may be familiar with the Your Best Builds series I do in ScrapMan, in which I would ask my viewers in my Discord to send me their best builds, and then I would pick some of my favorites and show them off in videos. So I have this playlist here of all of my Your Best Builds videos, and I've sorted them by most popular. So these videos are the most iconic of my Your Best Build series, and what I decided to do was pick the most iconic creations from my top 5 Your Best Builds videos, and then go to that person's workshop and then pick a couple more creations from each of these creators. All right, so we're gonna start off with the creator of the original self-balancing motorbike that I checked out, and it turns out that's not the only self-balancing bike that they've built. They've also built a chopper version. So this is by Remy, and this is also on the same person's workshop, but this says it's by Deku. So I think like when people change their Steam names and stuff and upload creations, it keeps the name that they uploaded it, I'm assuming. I'm not sure how that's working. But the point is, I found it on the person's workshop, okay? So we're gonna start off with the chopper here. And apparently, oh wow, this looks much better than it just did a second ago. But apparently, just like his other bike, which was a little bit more of a sports bike, this thing also works by shifting gravity. Getting started is probably going to be the hard part. I remember that also being... There we go. All right, so it should pretty much balance itself. It helps to have the exhaust, at least on the left-hand side, but we don't have exhaust on the right-hand side. Right here, let's try to turn to the right. There we go. Look at this. So you may be thinking that there's some type of auto-balancing system or something on this thing, but there isn't. This is just gravity-based. If you look... The only turning is right in the middle here. Yeah, so all this ends up doing is just essentially pushing your weight to either side to tilt the bike, and then the handlebars themselves are actually, I think the handlebars are free turning. Yeah, check that out. The handlebars are actually on a free bearing, and they just turn depending on where you're leaning, and that automatically just lets the bike go straight when you pick up speed. Just like a real bike. If you let a real bike go, it's just gonna travel down until it hits something pretty much, or until it loses its momentum and falls over. And same thing with this. You lose your momentum, and then it turns and falls over. Not a lot of motorcycles in ScrapMan feel natural. This one actually does feel natural. It feels like you're leaning into the turns. It feels like it's working with gravity. And that's just saying something for ScrapMan. Not a lot of stuff in ScrapMan feels natural, even when you're really trying. All right, and let's let it go. There it goes. Oh, that actually slowed down really, really fast. All right, so I know you're probably wondering what other amazing creations was on this person's workshop, and we have the goose. And of course, this is a work of art right here. Look at this thing. Look at it go. It's amazing, isn't it? Isn't this the most beautiful creation you've seen? But we have buttons. We have buttons. Don't worry, it's not over yet. Look at that. Look at that amazingness. That's not even all. We have another button. Ready for this? Oh my, look at that. We're ready for flight mode. You know, we have another button. Yeah, we gotta honk. You gotta honk if you're gonna go into flight mode. Look at this. Look at this speed. Breakneck speeds. We are ready to fly south for the winter. All right, we're not making much progress. Maybe we should just, this is a nice place. No, it's not that cold here. I think the goose just wants to settle right here. Yep. Yep, look at him. He's getting ready to settle right now. He's gonna settle in nice and cozy. There we go. Look how cozy he looks. All right, we should move on to some other creations. All right, up next by the creator of the shotgun in my 100% working shotgun video. I actually tried to subscribe to some other more interesting looking stuff on his workshop, but unfortunately I couldn't find one of the mods that he used in like most of his builds. So I had to settle for some other builds that didn't use those mods. And this thing, I think it doesn't work the way it's supposed to work anymore because of the thruster update, but it's still absolutely terrifying and interesting to watch. So this is the Exo Sweeper Air Bomb by Magnum Shot, and this is also the same person, I think, a Gamebyte VTL. Or at least it's on the same workshop, okay? So this thing, you just press a button and you just wait. Check this out. Don't be scared. Actually, be very, very scared. This thing is terrifying. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's not over yet. There it goes. It's not over yet. Ready for this? Oh my god, it is so terrifying. And then it takes off. So what I think is supposed to happen is I think the thrusters used to be much more powerful before the survival update. And it used to go a lot higher before it spread out, and then it would probably drop the things after spreading out. But now it just hits the ground and kind of belly flops on you and then takes off afterwards. And it leaves a terrible mess as well. But fortunately, got myself a world cleaner. All right, and there's another build by GameBite here. This is a working Rocket League. So this is pretty interesting. I remember this is an old school build. This is from way back in the day. I remember this when this came out, but I don't think I ever showed it on my channel. It's hard to remember stuff from 4 years ago when you've looked at hundreds and hundreds of creations. So this is a Rocket League car. So we got a bunch of buttons and boost. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, look at that. There we go. Yeah, it feels like Rocket League, doesn't it? I've actually never played Rocket League, believe it or not. I think we can also jump. Oh yeah, look at that. It's like a mini jump. I press the button and it just gives a short boost even if I hold the button down. 5. Whoa. Number 5 just opens everything up, apparently. That's interesting. Number 6 is the lights. All right. Oh, look at the front lights. Isn't that cool? All right. This thing is dropping my frame rate like crazy. So let's just do a couple more hits on the ball before we end up crashing our game. All right. There we go. And jump, jump, jump. Oh, my goodness. I was actually like getting more air than normal. I don't understand how button number 3 does something. Oh, I think it's tilt. I think 3 and 4 are probably tilts. Hey, let's put it to the test. I'll go up in the air and press 4. Yep. That's what it is. All right, so I'm gonna try to just do like a jump and then boost into like the mid top of the ball. All right, here we go. So we press number 2. Yeah, that was actually exactly what I wanted to do. Holy cow, that was great. Oh, and we're rolling. All right, well, it didn't work out for us in the long run, unfortunately. We at least moved the ball from somewhere other than where it started, which is progress. I don't know if it's forward progress or backward progress, but it's progress. All right, up next, we're looking at the creator of the transforming hover car thing in my mind-blowing Transformers best builds. So this thing is actually a really cool concept for survival. Check this out. This is a sliding turret. So a lot of turrets, they mostly are just fixed in a position and they'll turn left and right to aim at what they want to shoot. But this one, you activate it and then check this out. When you get close to it, it'll actually follow you. Look at that. So if I try to like move one side or another, it'll actually just follow me left and right and shoot at me. So imagine having this at a wall, but then what if you have like, you know, multiple hay bots? Like here, what if I do this? I guess it's just whatever the most recent, oh, maybe not. You're just stuck, oh, I guess whatever the latest one is ends up being the trigger. But I mean, once the hay bot's dead, then it should, oh yeah, see, then kills the hay bots and then it switches to the next one. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I would really love to see this thing. Like, this is a lot of materials, though. I would really love to see this thing during a raid. This is a really cool build. All right, then for the second build is actually something that was inspired by something I did a long time ago. This is called pin art. It was inspired by ScrapMan's pin art machine. So the way that I did this was I used suspension pieces. So it actually was, it's like that board of pins where you press your hand up against it and then it like pushes all the pins through it. It takes the shape of your hand, or you can put it against your face or something. So he did it in a different way that uses, oh boy, it's like I gotta weld it. It uses pistons and sensors instead of suspension. All right, so you can see this one has like a 3-dimensional face here. It's got like a mouth, a nose, some eyes. And what it's gonna do is it is going to push this against these sensors. And then these sensors are going to command these pistons to essentially retract until the sensor is no longer detecting it. And that's gonna detect all the depth. And then that's gonna translate it out to this wall with all these pistons, and it's gonna push it out over here. So it's kind of just like as if it was pushing itself into these pins and then through this wall, but this being communicated with signals instead of actual physical pressure like you would with the one that I did that uses suspension. All right, so let's watch it in action. There we go. And there you go. Now you can see the face come through. It does like a little bit of a weird thing for some reason when it's settling in. And then we can pull it back and it actually retains its shape just like that. And it has an interesting reset button. Check it out. So this comes up and then I don't know exactly what it's doing there. For some reason, these sensors are communicating back to these pistons to reset, which also resets these. I don't know. If I spent more time thinking about it and looking at it, I'd probably figure it out. Oh, this is interesting. I accidentally put it up with the sensor thing. Oh, it doesn't know what to do anymore. Oh, no. It's in a feedback loop. I put it in an infinite feedback loop of trying to create and uncreate the space. All right, I should probably put it out of its misery now. I'm sorry. All right, so up next by the creator of the Destructible Buggy, which was an absolutely amazing creation and innovative creation as well. This is by Sales. This is a wing racer, which has a similar aesthetic to the Destructible Buggy, but apparently this thing uses the wings mod for some better handling. So look at that. Oh, interesting. You can see the wings next to the steering, and you can also see obviously the wing in the back. So if I go... Well, if I go backwards, it has the active arrow going on with the braking. It's got some double wishbone suspension. Yeah, there's a lot of really crazy stuff going on. All right, let's see how this thing drives. Let's go as fast as we can. And then I'm going to turn to the left. Oh my goodness, it just turns in place. It turns very, very sharp. Oh, wait, that's interesting. I'm not turning as sharp that time. Huh. I turned really, really sharp that first time, but now I'm turning kind of normal. Oh, another sharp turn. All right, what's the button do, though? Oh, button is lights. Okay. This is such a cool looking build. I love the pipe placements are really nice. Like in front of the headlights and stuff. It's kind of like a roll cage, but it's also like an aesthetic roll cage. It's not just for protection. It's also for, oh my God, when I turn back and forth, it looks kind of ridiculous, doesn't it? All right, but interesting use of the wings pieces. All right, and let's stop. Oh yeah, look at that. Easy braking. All right, so then also by the same person, we have a piston engine plane. This is a plane powered by only pistons and wings. So here we go. Oh, you know, wait. Okay. I don't know if I looked at this before. I don't remember if I've looked at a piston powered wings mod plane. All right, I'm assuming I just press a button and it goes. That just took off automatically. I didn't press the button to do that wing. I definitely didn't look at this. No way I looked at this. All right, well, here we go. Now we have like normal controls. Oh, no. Okay, this is interesting. All right, looks like we adjust the trim. It's not like a normal rudder that returns to 0 once you get off the button. This one you have to, it holds the whatever position you leave it at. All right, I'm assuming 3 and 4 is roll. Yep, it's not the best roll. I'm just trying to get away. I think we... Oh, no. I accidentally got out of the plane midair. Did not mean to do that. All right, we have yaw as well. Is yaw really just that one little tail fin? This is so cool, though. I haven't even got an opportunity. I've been so focused on controlling this thing. I haven't got an opportunity to actually look at the piston engine going on here. All right, let's actually look at this. So this is just rotating those propellers, and that is the only source of thrust for this. Oh, and I guess, I don't know if that's doing something special in the back center there. All right, let's try to come in for a landing. What happens if I turn the button off? Hold on, let me get closer to the ground first so we don't do anything catastrophic. It's such a slow and controlled flight. Oh yeah, look at this. This looks so nice. All right, and off. Oh, the landing gear comes down when I press the off button. But yeah, the takeoff is what actually impressed me, because when I press the button to take off, notice how the front thing turns up, and then the landing gear comes up, and then it straightens out. That was all automatic. That's why I put my hands up so you can see I'm not on the keyboard while that's happening. That's really impressive. And look at that impressive landing. That's balance right there. It's not impressive at all. That was an accident. All right, then up last, this is the creator that made the 3-stage self-assembling rocket, which if I remember correctly, was extremely complex and impressive. It was actually a rocket station that assembled the rocket before launching it. So this is by Botska, and this is a 2-wheeled vehicle. It looks really, really weird on the outset, but wait till you see this thing in action. Obviously, looks can be deceiving when you're on the lift, but you take it off the lift and the wheels become actual wheels and not just impractical square shapes. But it gets even more impressive. I was like, is this thing gonna balance on the 2 wheels? Is it gonna drag itself across the ground? No, this is what this thing does. You press number 1. Now check this out. It takes a little bit, but it's worth the wait. Trust me, look at this. Look at this. It's just picking itself up. Okay, that never happened to me before when I tested this thing out. But now you can see how it balances. Number 2 is to open up the back. Number 3 is the radio, so we don't need that. And then we just go, and the thrusters will automatically keep it level. And I think it could use maybe a little bit more power. Here, let's actually open up the back. Let's turn up the power a little bit. All right. Oh, okay, I see the problem. I see why I didn't have it on that. Oh man. All right. I just gotta pick up my speed gradually. Okay, no, it's way too much. It's actually way too much. Maybe you selected that particular power setting for a reason. I still want to see if we can go a little bit faster though. All right, let's try this. Oh, there we go. Oh, well, that's interesting. It seems to almost want to cap out at a certain speed for whatever reason. And it does have tank steering, of course, as you can see. But yeah, not the fastest wheels. No, not the fastest wheels. It's an interesting way to get around, but probably not the most efficient in Scrap Mechanic. I think I can walk faster than this, actually. Still a fun build to look at, though. All right, then, I saved this one for last because this is actually kind of insane. This is a Modular Caterpillar, and this is stuff that, like, tech startups are showing off and working on. So, check this out. So, it's just a Modular Caterpillar. That's all it does. It just sits there, right? Doesn't look like anything special. But no, it's special. This is special. Watch what happens when I spawn in another one of... Oh, hold on. When I spawn in another one of these, just like this. Ready for this? Look at this. Look at this. Watch what happens here. Prepare to be mind blown. It will assemble itself and then actually start caterpillaring. Look, it's gonna move now. Now, I know you're wondering, can it add more? Yes. Yes, it can keep going. It can keep getting longer and adding more. If you just put another one in front of it, watch, I'm gonna put it further down so it's actually gonna move into it. All right, you just wait. Maybe I should have did that a little bit closer. We have to wait for it to approach. It's not the fastest caterpillar, but it is impressive. It still moves, and then it still does what it does when it gets there, which is the best part. All right, almost there. Oh, it just needs to get close enough to reach it. It's like, come here, any second now. Oh, here we go. It knows it's there now. Look at this. And now it has been assimilated into a longer, still functioning caterpillar. So I'm gonna do this until it kills my frame rate, because so far, this is actually doing just fine. Wait, did it reverse directions? Oh, this seems to have broken. It seems to not be going as much anymore. Here, what happens if I just put another one in front of it? Maybe that particular number is not the best. All right, come on. There you go. Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened. It broke. It broke right over here. Don't do that. Fix yourself. Okay. Now we just have 2 caterpillars. That is so weird. I never tried to go that far. I just attached 2 of them when I tested it out. All right, here. Take this. You take that. And then... There we go. Now we got the 3. And then I'm going to move this one. You take that. Will you take it? I don't think he's moving forward anymore. They don't seem to like to be in 3s. There we go. All right, let's see if this works this time. Oh, this is looking better, I think. Oh, it's definitely starting to tank my frame rate now. I think 4 is going to be the max. Stay intact. Yes! It worked this time. Oh, it is definitely tanking the frame rate. Yeah, I think that's the max that we can do without having our game be completely unplayable. And look, it's a caterpillar. It's more like a fish out of water, a little bit. It flops on the ground. Funny thing is, it's like, it actually really is impressive, but only if you know how it got to this state in the first place. When you're actually looking at it in this state, it just looks like something very unimpressive. But I am kind of curious. I do want to try just one more. No, I don't think oh, it's not looking good. It missed the sensor. What are you doing? What are you doing? This is scary. It's like he's praying to a god of some sort. All right, this is just getting too laggy. We gotta clear it now. Oh, there we go. Well, just like I suspected, the people who made impressive creations in my previous episodes had other impressive creations to look at as well. So let me know what was your favorite one of this video. And if you never saw any of those other videos I was talking about, I'll actually leave the whole playlist to your best builds down in the description below. And if you sort it by most popular, you will see all of the creators that created these creations. They will pop up in those first 5 videos as well. And you know what? I'm also gonna leave that playlist on the end screen right here. So instead of going to the description, you can just click right here and see the entire playlist. I hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.